Up against a team like Indonesia with the Fanny, with someone that can just dive into that back line, you need someone to be able to cover. And looking at Team Argentina's composition before they picked the Melissa, wait a minute. Brands is hovering over the Roger currently. Grr, yeah, absolutely. But we'll see. Arashi.
No way.
Is this going to be, are they trying to pull off the double retribution strat?
I'll have to say that so many teams have been doing this to the casters. Can you please stop? This is not okay, man. You're giving us a lot of false hope here. And I don't think it's gonna be that Roger. Unfortunately, they are hovering on the Lapu Lapu. Yet another dive hero, a good engage, and crowd control. More than anything, crowd control has been so critical in ensuring that your team gets that slight edge, especially when both teams are positioning, are maneuvering so well in that mid to late game.
Zace, he just loves it, man. He loves playing with the casters there, with hover over the Roger. Come on, Zace. Don't give us hope. Pick it up, man. Come on, man. Maybe next time we'll see it.
Do it.
Maybe they're saving it for later. But here, up against Argentina with Karina, picked up by Jotun and Civ. I do want to finish the mystery shop as well from Karina, as Erwin is going to get bursted down by the damage from the Fanny early on. The Indonesian king of marksmen there, as he is able to actually win out up against the damage. Taz, out of nowhere with Dreams, finds the Divine Judgment. Now Taz just going mad with the cables, and that's going to be Hijume who picks up a double kill. Papa Dog caught in his own jungle. Psychots.
Man, he is farming up, but once he feels that he has the necessary items, he's about to go absolutely wild. And as you say that,
oh my goodness, Taz does so much damage. Hijume pops that black shoe. Erwin with a perfect match again has to use it defensively. A very different Atlas gameplay for Erwin here today, as Meteoro is going to be chunked low. Goes in for Shadow Stampede. Dreams gets targeted down, but it's only the roamer. A shutdown as Jotun puts Argentina on the board, but it's Taz who picks up a trade up top. Taz now going on to Papa Dog with a cutthroat as well. The flicker ready. Have a pretty good lead, 3,000 gold. That's going to be building again. Taz looking for that play, jumps in just to bait out that cult ultra, and now it's gone. Meteoro has nowhere to go. A brilliant decision by Taz as well. It's pretty impressive.
Very impressive. And it's just too fast. If you wait for the right moment, you might get taken out before using it, but the Fatal Link is being used, Mirko.
Only to Dreams right now, who is the roamer, who can soak in a whole lot of damage, and now it comes down to Taz, who's able to rotate down below. Jotun finds a pick, Brands gets taken down. That's going to be a 2v1 situation. A 2-for-1 trade as well, but it is going to be equalized in that mid lane. Psychots, flickers forward, gets the double kill. Potential with Erwin, it disappears because of the counter engage that Indonesia can constantly threaten with. Dreams jumps in, finds the Divine Judgment onto Meteoro, knowing he does not have that cult altar, and Brands picks him up like it's nothing. Dreams now opening up the map, going to be targeted down. Dreams going to be taken down by Argentina. A 1-for-1, but it is the mid laner taken down for the roamer.
Look at the mid lane though, the wave management coming in from the Indonesians. We've talked about this since the drafting phase, and Argentina is absolutely feeling it. Even when they get a kill, it doesn't look like they're getting any control, and look at the aggression.
Papa Dog dove under the tier 1. Taz, he can start to melt these tanks down. Psychots up top waiting in the bush, jumps in with the Bravest Fighter, forces the go away before the fight even starts. Erwin is forced to use the perfect match now as Psychots gets caught, but he baits enough of the resources out. One frontliner for another. Erwin for Psychots as Indonesia looks for the re-engage. And Taz is a monster. Jumps in like it's nothing, jumps out like it's nothing.
I mean, they have some tools to get a catch, but they need to make the proactive movement. They can't wait for Indonesia to go in like this.
Well, the cult ultra's there. Erwin gets baited in by Taz with the cables. Meteoro falls as well, as that Psychots who finds the double. Brands completing the Haas clause will mean that he will no longer need to recall. He can just hit a few minions, go for a few creeps in the jungle, and get back to full HP. Jotun trying his best to look for a play. Taz and Brands with that combo. The snipe from the purple buff and Taz with the cables as Psychots jumps in once again onto the Bravest Fighter. But it is going to be the go-away pop as well by Argentina. Meteoro backing off. Cult Ultra already used. Today we saw a game go all the way. Dreams though, looking for the pick, finds it like it's nothing, but it's going to be the Cult Ultra which is placed down. Taz looking for the plays, waiting for the Cult Ultra HP to be shrink down, to be melted down as he goes in for a re-engage. Getting the base turret, getting back as well, baiting a whole lot of resources for Brands to free hit on that back line. 2 members falling for Argentina. Meteoro and Civ, the 2 damage dealers, are still up. but the snipes connects onto Civ, and that will mean Civ will have to recall. Taz finally rejoining his team, jumps in onto Jotun, goes in for the cut though, finds Meteoro, and he's looking for a double kill, looking for a triple kill onto Civ now. He does get it in the end, a triple kill for Taz up against Argentina in a dominant game 1.
Dominant for sure. This is why the Fanny has been so prioritized. It is disgusting. What is that damage, my guy? It comes in, it's just so much damage so fast. Because if there's some time for Argentina to try and react to it, to try and counter it.
If he does that, he will have no more resources to actually defend himself. Obviously, your match MVP will go to the hands of this man right here, Taz. The mid laner, the jungler. At one point, he actually was the goal laner as well for EVOS.
You're right.
This man has been playing all the roles, and you can see that the experience has helped him to actually look for these ganks, to look for these openings around the map.
He just knows how to read the situation. He knows when is the most optimal time to go in and go out. Because there's so many times where he just, it seems like he predicts the counter play coming and he mind games them instead. And then once you're in that situation, now you're concerned.
A jungle, unless they pull off a jungle Yuzong, we saw it once before, not by Taz.
Phoveus is the attempt to counter from Argentina. But as we've mentioned before, I think, Phoveus isn't a hard counter for a 1-1. It can be a problem, especially if Phoveus is doing well. But otherwise, a 1-1 can absolutely outplay around that demonic force.
Both heroes that Argentina are trying to counter with the Phoveus, 1-1 and Benedetta, have counterplay to the Phoveus, right? The Benedetta can just time the dashes. 1-1 actually winning out in the lane up against Clint right now, and Brad is actually able to get out. Wait! In the XP lane, it's a solo, it's a gank.
It's a gank
there, 2v1. Erwin taken very low. That's the Inspire popped in. Brands looking for that kill onto Erwin. Will not be able to find it, but it's a lot of damage, and that pressure has been alleviated off the other members. Dreams gets caught. That's going to be the shadow kill to pick up another 1-for-1. This time, Argentina with their comfort.
So many wave clear tools to actually work around with. Psychots, Taz, as well as Hijime can all do that, but look at that aggression coming in, and they're not done yet.
Jotun able to maneuver himself out of that position, but now he's going to get caught in the stun. Doesn't have the shadow kill to play with here to guide as well, but a Luminant Blast forces Erwin to pop that circling eagle, leaving Jotun behind for Indonesia to take. Erwin trying to dish out damage back, but looking for that retribution battle, but decides to back off, using Eye for an Eye to get out of the circling eagle. Meanwhile, in the XP lane, Hijime and Saikon.
In that EXP lane, that can't be good as the Indonesians are pushing the aggression, and look at that.
Real world manipulation popped in. Jotun looking for an opening as Hijime jumps back to the black shoes, but it's going to be caught by Jotun, who was very patiently waiting. Giving a blast onto Civ and on towards Erwin as that's the crossbow attack opened up. Erwin taken low. Insane right now. 5-2. Bataz jumped in all alone there. Looking for the purple buff, finds it and gets out. No punishment. It's actually going to be Indonesia who looked for the collapse under the tier 2. Real world inflation popped in, but Psychos jumps to the Furious Dive. Now, in the midst of it all, Erwin going to be taken low, but Dreams is still alive with the help of Taz, who jumps in with the final blow. Looking for another kill right now as he jumps out, and he buys enough time for Brands to pick up that
making it happen. That just shows, again, their skill and their class, and right now they are in the sides, in the wings, waiting for an opportunity. Psychots always being so crafty in the positioning game, but look at that.
Jotun has the Quad Shadow, gets out, but it's going to be chunked by Hijime, who follows him under the turret with the black shoes, gets out. Real world inflation popped in, but that's going to be Tazu, who targets him down with the final blow. Forcing the flicker out. Dreams taken down in the back lines by Papa Dog as he jumps into the demonic force. Hijime falls as well. Indonesia, too over aggressive, finally punished here by Argentina, but Brands is looking for the crossbow attack. Pops in the end against Papa Dog, who gets the safety with the guiding wind. Taz still looking for his Psychots with the Black Dragon form now, still going for this fight. It's a 3v5, but Indonesia still are able to push Argentina back. More attack speed, and when you start to be able to actually dash faster than the Demonic Force, that's when Wanwan can actually somewhat counter the Phoveus. Taz is all alone, and he actually baits the entire team, baits some resources as well for Psychots. Goes in for the Black Dragon form, petrifying Jotun. And just like that, that's the jungler taken out. That's also Meteoro who falls in the mid lane to Brands. Papa Dog isolated, zone away from the rest of his team as he'll be stunned up and he will be slain up in the top side.
Look at Brans.
3-4-0.
Yeah.
So we'll see once again. Psychots wants to do whatever he wants as well with the Black Dragon form, just penetrating into that base, zoning 4 members away from the base turret. As Brans and Hijume just sieges it down. Taz now a little blade as the Numenal Blast cancelled out, but he flickers forward, getting the damage and the stun onto Meteoro, who's forced to flicker back out again. Taz now under the turret range, forced to back away. Shadow Kill popped in, won't be able to find enough damage to take anyone down. That's another resource, the real world manipulation by Meteoro to defend. 10 minutes in, Indonesia have cracked 1 base turret and are looking for the second in the mid lane. Arashi, it's looking grim. It's going to be Hijume who jumps back with Black Shoes. Demonic Force popped in by Papa Dog. And they do not want to stop.
They just have the superior siege right now. They're going for damage on the members of Argentina and also the base turrets, but they're going again.
Papa Dog looking for the play, but it is just going to give Brans enough weakness points to pop that crossbow of Tang. Erwin low, forced to recall, and Indonesia are looking for the end. 2-0. Psychots jumps in again with that signature Petrify on 3. Finds a double before they end the game. 2-0. Indonesia will meet up against Cambodia in the upper bracket finals.
What a performance, man. And multiple members from Indonesia, they have their signature heroes, and I think teams need to start taking notice. It is just so dangerous. We saw Taz with the Fanny in game number 1.
He's going to pick up that MVP. 5-0 and 4, 748 GPM, 33,000 damage dealt. And if you take a look at the numbers, it's not too impressive, right?
Yeah.
You need to take a look at what he does in the game. He's not a paper man. He's not a person that you can read just on paper.
It all adds up. The reason why Dreams was able to have so many surprising Luminant Blasts is also off the back of Indonesia having so much pressure in the lanes and in the rest of the map as well. If you take a look at the items here, Taz was going for that tank Beradera. Absolute nuisance, man. No spell